Mobile. I'm mobile.
You're such a little boy, James.
Bailey. No one wanted to hang out with you today.
Ooh, you had to drive 80 miles hang out with other men. Did you even take Kelly with you? Are you too selfish to take Kelly with you?
No. I left Kelly. I forgot. I was going to bring her, but I left her chained to the sink. I totally forgot, and I was halfway there, and I didn't want to double back.
Nah, that's true. I bet. You probably did. You didn't want her to interfere with your manly business at your sausage party. Wow. How selfish of you. That's okay. She'll make your lunch for tomorrow morning when you go to work. Be a good little boy, go to work. Maybe she'll put a ding-dong in your lunch, an apple pie, and maybe some Fritos. How about that, James? Just like Mommy used to do.
Gosh, you don't even get invited to sausage parties. How sad.
Oh, huh. Oh, you poor kid. You poor man. So you feel like a real big shot today, huh? Your testosterone is pulsing through your body.
Yes. Oh, boy. Do I feel so manly.
Well, when you go to work tomorrow, do you feel so manly that you might be able to afford a house?
Gosh, I don't know. We'll see, man.
I don't think you will.
I don't think so either. But I'm hoping and praying. If we do get a house, are you going to be happy for us, Bailey?
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Maybe. Oh, I wanted to ask you, did you ever get a no-interest loan from Aunt Sally?
No, I did not. I don't know where you got that idea.
You wined and dined her the other day.
That's because I love my auntie. I wine her and dine her a couple times every year. Take her out to a nice restaurant, or every month or two I have her over here and make her a nice steak. Is that wrong, Bailey?
Oh, well, did you have to, fill her up? You talked smack about your Aunt Sally 6 months ago. You were you didn't like her at all. Now all of a sudden, she's your favorite auntie? She's your favorite auntie? Come on, James, come clean. You asked her for a no-interest loan.
You have no idea. She's got a ton of money, but asking her for money is like blood from a stone.
Did you ask Robert for some money today?
Robert? Robert who?
Squeaky, your new boyfriend. His daddy is very wealthy.
Yeah. If I asked him for some money, I'm sure he would loan me some money.
What the fuck, you dumbass? Why didn't you do it while you had the chance?
Because I don't need any money from him. You don't want to be rude to your friends. You ask your friends for help only when you really need it, Bailey. You don't abuse them.
I think you really need it. If you didn't get any money from your Aunt Sally, you should have gone on your knees and you should have pulled Robert's knees down.
They're trivia, isn't it?
Little Hummer. Oh, Robert, ask your daddy. I need a no-interest loan.
Are you a little hurt because no one in your family loved you enough to give you a loan?
Why didn't you take the opportunity? You had them right in your clutches. You know, you get on your little knees. You're good at that, aren't you? Begging? Huh, you're good at begging, huh? Why don't you get on your little knees and pull little Robert's baggy, stinky, shitty, infested britches down and give him a little Hummer and ask him to ask his daddy for a no-interest loan because you really need it because you're never, ever going to be able to get an interest loan.
Why are you so concerned about what I'm doing financially? Are you a bit jealous?
There's definitely no jealous when it comes to James Stewart. You're a zero. You're a nothing. You know, it's unfortunate that Kelly had to settle for you.
Uh-huh. And how about you? Where's your family and wife or girlfriend and empire? And you have to rent a car to go driving around.
Well, you're a dum-dum. You had a lot of... What did you have? You went up there, you had at least 4 hours to swoon Squeaky. Pull his panties down. Oh, God. Pull his little panties down. Go, Robert, would you give me a no-interest loan? I know your daddy owns a lot of property in Orange County. Oh, because Aunt Sally's not going to give me anything. Oh, Robert, why don't you be a good boy and let me... Oh, Robert. Come here, Robert, please. Give me a no-interest loan. Ask your daddy. Goddamn. You went all the way up there. And you knew Robert was going to be all the way up there. And you stupid ass, you missed another opportunity to suck off somebody else, and you missed it. You're such a dum-dum. Why are you stupid? Why don't you go back to Clovis and pitch hay for a living? Why don't you do that? Pitch hay in Clovis for a living like you did when you were in high school. Why don't you do that? I'm sure Kelly would be very, very excited about that. You could probably get a loan for like $40,000 to buy a house in Clovis, like a little 2-bedroom, shithole in Clovis. Because nobody wants to live in Clovis. Come on, James. Not more than 2 down here from Clovis. $3,500 friggin' renting something you'll never, ever going to be able to buy. You know? 2-bedroom apartment that you're never, ever going to be... That is more than enough for a mortgage in Clovis. What were you thinking? You don't think. Poor Kelly. That poor girl. Except you. That tells me a lot about James. Poor Kelly. Her father, poor Kelly, has been ripped in to give his blessing to her. That poor...
Sorry.
Clovis, California. That's the heartland of California.
I'm sorry no one wanted to hang out with you today.
California. You could buy a 2-bedroom home for $40,000. But what? What was that? There's no work? There's no work in Clovis? There's no work in the Central Valley? Oh.
You sound very upset and lonely.
No work in the Central Valley. So James pulls up stakes. Kelly, guess what? We're going to move down to Southern California. I'm going to rent a 2-bedroom pad for $3,500. Poor kid. She didn't even know what you were dragging her into. Dragged her into your insanity. Isn't that right, James? You dragged that poor girl into your crazy world. Your poor, crazy adolescent way of thinking. Wow, that's terrible. That poor thing. She looks up at you in that picture. You guys were at Catalina. She's looking up at you. She goes, "What, my hero?" But he's, that poor thing. Misguided, poor kid.
Sound like you spend a lot of time thinking about me and my wife.
Nah, it's just easy to figure out, James. You're very simple. Simple. That's pretty rotten. Her father ought to horsewhip you.
You spend a lot of time, an inordinate amount of time thinking about other men.
I think about losers like you that take advantage of poor, sweet, innocent things like Kelly. Your father ought to just horsewhip you, beat you to a pulp, dragging her down to Southern California to live in a little shitty little 2-bedroom apartment where she can't even make a decent living. But that's by design, huh? Because you got this Mr. Macho attitude where you're the main breadwinner. Isn't that right? The main breadwinner. Why don't you just tell her she doesn't have to work anymore, James? You're the big shot breadwinner. Why? Because you can't do the rent on your own.
What is your wife doing?
Can't make the rent on your own, can you there, James? You bought up more than you can chew. Isn't that right? Come on, James. You bought up more than you could chew. And you got her convinced that someday, Kelly, I'm going to buy you a really nice house. Someplace. Man, her father really needs to kick your ass. You're to Catalina Island. You missed the boat because you didn't realize that they didn't take the boat back on Monday because it was the end of the season, and you didn't even take her out to play a round of golf. It was only 9 holes, and it was only a 3-par. 3-par golf course on Catalina Island. How much did that cost? Talk about following the leader. James, you're a loser. You're always going to be a loser. You were a loser when you stepped out of the gate. Poor Kelly. Maybe one of the amateur radio operators out here can take it, put her in a lifestyle that she was accustomed to before she got hooked up with you.
Sound like you spend a lot of time thinking.
Wow, Kelly's making your little lunch for tomorrow.
A lot of time thinking about other men.
Make little ding-dongs. She's going to make you a sack lunch. And your little, you probably got like a leftover lunch pail for when you were a kid. Like the A-team. Yeah. She's probably got your old lunch pail. Your dad, because your mom ran off because she couldn't stand your dad or you. And your 18 lunchbox.
Talking about your own family? They ran off a little gaily. Oh, I can't believe it ended up like this. We got to get out of here.
Mr. T thermos in your little 18 lunchbox.
Bailey, you're lonely and angry and nasty. You said terrible things about John and Sue's daughter. You said terrible things to Tom about his family. You're an asshole. You said terrible things about people's family. You're an asshole.
Kelly's in the kitchen right now. She's got your 18.
Yeah, she's locked. I chained her down into the piping under the sink. Of course she's chained into the kitchen.
To the sewer right now. And she's making your lunch for...
Where's your woman? Where's your girl? Oh, that's right. You like boys.
For tomorrow, she's putting in some Fritos, a bag of Fritos.
You're an idiot, man.
Bologna sandwich without cheese because cheese is too expensive. So she's putting your lunch in your 18 lunchbox and putting some milk in your thermos in your 18 lunchbox. And she's putting a ding dong in there, some Fritos, maybe an apple pie. Yeah, just for her little baby James, her little baby boy. Just like Mommy.
Don't you wish people would have invited you, too? Wouldn't you have liked that? Wouldn't you like to have some coffee with TCS? Or gone on to lunch with other people, or gone to a little get-together? Yeah, but you're not capable, are you?
She's making your little lunch to take tomorrow to your little job. A little job that you're going to have to go to for the next 50 years, every day. But you got your little lunchbox with your little 18 thermos in there, your Fritos, ding dongs, ho-hos, and maybe, just maybe, an apple pie. A Hostess apple pie. Just for her little baby boy, James. That is one good Kelly. And you treat her so poorly.
How do you know? You ever been around us? Have you ever met me? Have you ever met her? Oh.
No, you're kind of a standardized.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why you're alone, gaily.
You're standardized kind of an idiot. I've seen them come and go out here on ham radio, and you're one of those people. Standardized, dum-dum. Takes advantage of a simple creature like his wife. Poor Kelly. That poor Kelly. She didn't know what she was getting into when she got hooked up with you. A total zero. A man-child. Stuck at 14 years old. 40 going on 14. Oh, but you got European. Got a Jaguar. Talk about picking the worst piece of shit to drive. Because they can't make a car that's going to last very long. And then you got a BMW. Ah, James, you're quite the bon vivant. Yeah, you got two European vehicles. That must mean you got money. And then you got a Rolex by Timex. A Rolex by Timex. And some other trinkets. Yeah. You throw money away. You're never, ever going to be able to save up enough to put a down payment on an apartment someplace. It won't definitely be down here, close to the beach, where we are. You're going to have to be stuck out in the valley. San Bernardino, Colton. In a trailer park, open. Yeah, that'll be what she... Never enough money. Good. Because you...
Sound like you're obsessing about me and my life. I'm sorry if things didn't turn out the way you would have liked, Bailey. I can't control that for you.
Piss away your paycheck. Oh, look, honey, I bought some cougar rants. And Kelly goes, I don't know what those are. But okay, I'll go along with it, because James is my hero. Woo! He's so smart. Mike, James has got a Jaguar, and James has got a BMW. Oh, he's... Poor girl. Poor Kelly.
Why do you care what cars I have?
I would almost hazard a guess that Kelly... I'm not going to go there. That poor girl. She's got to deal with you for the rest of her life.
What about your wife or your girlfriend? What does she have to deal with?
It's almost a sin. It's almost a sin that her father gave her away to you. That's really messed up. Her father gave her away to a guy like you. I know. You must have had him fooled too.
Sorry, people don't like you and didn't want to be around you today. You don't have to take it out on me.
No, you had to drive all the way up there to rub up against people.
I'm sorry. But people don't like you and didn't want to be around you. I know it hurts, because that's a common theme in your life. That most people don't like you and don't want to be around you, but it's not my fault. Don't take it out on me.
Good.
Okay? It's not my fault. Don't take it out on me. All right, Bailey? Okay?
Okay, why are you jamming me, James? What, James? What's up, James?
I'm not. I'm talking to you.
You're over top of me with the jammy remote. You drove all the way up there, hoping to be accepted in a club. Being accepted in a club with other people, mainly men, okay, which is something new in your life. Because your entire life, up till ham radio, you were never accepted in anything. Social anything.
You never met me at all, you idiot. I've been accepted my whole life. I've always had friends and learned how to fit in and get along. You know, sure, there's bumps in the road. You get in arguments with people. But apparently that's something you never cultivated in your life. And it's stemming from your deep regret from your young life. And it's extrapolated into your adult life. And that's why Dana didn't want to have coffee with you, because you're an asshole. And you would have loved to have coffee with them and talk to them and shoot the shit, but you're not capable of being a man and doing that. And Bailey, I'm sorry you're mad that you were particularly not invited. And there's a reason for that. And you should take that and learn from it.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. You drove all the way up there, James, hoping that you'll be accepted in a group.
No, I didn't drive up there hoping that I would be accepted into a group. There's some people that I wanted to visit, say hi to. If they don't like me, that's fine. If they do, that's great. I wasn't driving up there to boost my ego. So that's the thing that you're conflagrating. You need some acceptance in your life because you feel inadequate. I know your type. So that's why you misconstrue it as, you went up there, you want to feel like you were part of something, and people loved you. Because no one's ever loved me, and my parents even didn't love me. I mean, you. So you feel inadequate. Don't take it out on me, dude. I'm sorry you feel inadequate. Just stop being an asshole.
Talk about that. I think we're progressing here, James. You just let out some interesting feelings just then. You're projecting those out on me, but that's really the true James. Let's talk about that right now. Can you elaborate?
Elaborate about what, Kaylee?
How you wanted to go up there and be accepted by, I guess, your peers.
I've been accepted. Everybody up there, met there before. Every single person that was up there today, I have met before. Multiple times.
Okay, so when you left, how did you feel?
I felt hot as fuck. Like I was ready to go home and take a cold shower and sit in the air conditioning.
Did you feel like you left hot as fuck? Hot as fuck what? Randy?
The temperature was hot.
They did. When you left there, you said you felt hot as fuck.
Yeah, the temperature felt hot. I barbecued for everyone, and it was hot, and I felt hot, and I was ready to go home, take a cool shower, and sit in the air conditioning. That's how I felt when I left. But what kind of fucking faggy question is that? How would you have felt if you were invited and you left?
You left, you said you were hot as fuck. Okay, your words. So you were hot as fuck when you left. So what does that mean, James?
It means I was physically hot. It was very hot. And I was also barbecuing, so that made it even hotter. And my temperature was elevated. Does that not make sense to you, Gailey?
I think you were hot as fuck because you were around all those men. And
I'm not you. Men don't interest me. And why would you even bring that up?
Because I think, James, you're a closet queen. A case. I should say queen. A case. So you were hot as fuck after you left the hill, after rubbing elbows with all that manly men. And then you go home, and you were hot as fuck. You had your testosterone was raising, boom, 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 through the roof. Because you finally found out that you finally have found a group of people, mainly men, that you could get along with. You couldn't do that in your previous life before amateur radio because people in your past, like at high school, people like that, never accepted you. Never, ever accepted you, James. But when you got into amateur radio and you...
Sounds like you're telling us your story, not mine.
And when you got involved in amateur radio, you found that...
You're telling us about you. The story is not about me. You were the one that wasn't accepted. You were the one that's still not accepted because you're a weirdo. And it's ridiculous to think even in this type of ham radio group of a bunch of crazy weirdos, and myself included, I'm a weirdo, you are extraordinarily weird, and no one wants you around.
So then, you all of a sudden accepted in...
You are extraordinarily weird, and no one wants you around. We had women there, and families, and kids, and wives, and girlfriends. No one wants you around their wives and kids and girlfriends. You and your IAT thing.
Yeah, well, there weren't. It was all men.
Yeah, well, you weren't there. You wouldn't know. You would have loved to have been there. You could have been like, talk to everyone and be like, oh, hi, that's Little Ricky. Look at me, Ricky. Oh, hey, thanks so much for, you know, you called John and Sue and you're like, well, can I come? I want to come. I want to hang out with everyone because I'm real lonely and Dana didn't have coffee with me. Little Ricky, what do you think? Well, I think you should go, little Davy Bailey. You should go.
So anyway.
I think so too, little Ricky. I'm so lonely. I'm driving around in this rental car. I'd like some friends that respect me as a man, boy. That'd be nice.
James is on his way home.
That's right, little Ricky.
From the Manly Men sausage party. And James felt very comfortable with the other Manly Men at the sausage party, but he didn't take Kelly. Well, there wasn't any women other than probably maybe Sue when she drove through. That was it. James, you weren't nice enough to take Kelly with you. You left her home. That's not nice. You treat women really poorly, James. What's wrong with you? So anyway, then James motors home. I'm going home because I know my woman. I know my woman's going to be right there where I left her. And she's going to greet me at the door. Oh, hi, honey Snookums. Oh, hi, baby Snookums. I missed you. I missed you more. No, I missed you even more. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. I was out with Manly Men, and they accepted me in their club. Oh, my life is fulfilled. I'm so fulfilled that I now have a group of people that accept me. Ooh, I had to drive a long ways, many, many miles and many, many years to have a group of men accept me. And that happened today on your way home, James. So, and now you feel totally accepted. Well, you know what, James? You fucked up so much on this repeater that Chris had told you to go find another place to talk because you're such a fucking idiot. You're a zero. You're a square peg going in a round hole. You're not normal. You need to find yourself a shrink. I'm not kidding. You need to find yourself a shrink and work it out with a shrink because you, sir, have some very deep-seated emotional problems that you need to work out.
So what did Steve text you today? Did you tell him? So they're planning something big around dusk. Did you tell him about that? I mean, something really big. I hope Steve doesn't call the police, but it's going to be something big. You didn't say anything to him about any of that, did you? David Bailey. I mean, you were part of it too. You were saying you're cool with it too. To one person in our group, but you said not to tell anyone. But oops, I spilled the beans. But you said that would be funny to see that. Well, there's 4 people that they're all going to be doing it at once, and so he can't watch all of them. I mean, I swear Steve's going to call the cops and tattle, though. It's going to be too big for him not to. They don't take his calls anymore because he's an asshole and he calls just all these random things. But the physical damage and all that, I mean, I can't see how he couldn't.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and SWLs throughout Southern California.
Jimmy, great to hear you. Do you want me to text you what they're going to do at Steve's at dusk later tonight?
Love that.
It's going to be so big. You have no idea. I'm afraid he's going to call the police.
I know. Between me and you.
Yeah, I'll text you right now, but you got to swear you can't.
You know, okay. So, let me get this.
You got to swear you can't tell anyone, Jimmy. You promise?
Oh, you promised, Jimmy, to be part of a felony?
Jimmy, you promise?
A felony, Jimmy? So somebody else is going to do all the work, and then James is going to sit at home with his mommy, Kelly. Oh, hi, Mommy. The other boys are going to...
Oh, I've done my part.
The other boys are going to go out and do some malicious mischief, which is only a misdemeanor. But the other guys, which I'm part of, going to perform a felony. Oh, James, really? You want to be part of that? Kelly's going, I really married a dumbass.
He's going to be the general manager of a large corporation. He's no dumbass.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. No, he's not. He's got 2 European vehicles. One doesn't run, and the other one is a fucking Jaguar. Who buys a fucking Jaguar?
Well, Steve only has 1 vehicle, and it's old.
Well, James is a dum-dum.
Oh, he's not. He's a smart. Make no mistake about it.
No, but he works at In-N-Out as a...
Jimmy, I just texted you. Can you believe that plan? There's 4, maybe 5 people, all at the same time. Oh, God. I'm afraid he's going to call the police. He can't prove anything, though. Well, you'll see. I texted you all about it.
Well, the recording right now, James, he can. Part of it.
Did you see my text, Jimmy? Can you believe that? Do you think they'll all get away with it? I did my part earlier. And, dude, I spent weeks setting all that up.
Collusion, James. It's a felony. You're going to throw away your life on collusion, which is a felony, for ham radio? What do you think Kelly's dad's, how he's going to think about it?
I back him up with any money. He's well protected.
Yeah, that's good.
Jimmy, did you see that description?
Description? What are you talking about?
Did you see that description, Jimmy? Can you believe that? 4 or 5 people all at the same time from different directions.
Wow, we're back in high school again. Hi, I'm James Stewart. We're back in high school again. Did you see the descriptions? Call them descriptions. Jimmy, he's trying to drag you into a felony right now because it's called collusion, and he's involved with other people. That turns it into an instant felony right off the top.
Not like Steve Hoffman. I have real attorneys. I pay real attorneys.
Me too. I've got one on retainer right now.
But Jimmy, did you see the text that I sent you?
Sir, they're funnier now.
Could you believe they're going to pull that off?
You believe they're going to pull that off?
It's almost all done. Like 80% of it's already done. It's just that someone pushing the button. I was going to push the button, but I left early, so I left it for someone else.
Because you were worried about getting sued, James. That's why. Don't have the balls, boy. No balls. No, James. James, no balls. No balls.
You shouldn't say that about the great one. My God. He's probably one of the greatest amateur radio operators ever to be on ham radio other than Maybe Darren Jones.
Oh, yeah, Darren Jones. Ooh. Yeah. You know what? I sent a complaint to Will Smith, Riley Hollingsworth, the Secret Service, who else? FBI. You know what? They go, oh, we know all about Darren Jones and James Stewart. They're a couple of losers, so we're not worried about them.
They said that about Steve Hoffman.
Well, Steve didn't threaten the president. James Stewart and Darren Jones did.
The fuck are you talking about? You making shit up? I didn't say any of that shit, you asshole.
Yes, you did. You threatened the president.
You're a fucking idiot.
When you go to work tomorrow, don't be surprised if your boss goes,
Don't give two fat flying fucks. Do what you gotta do. Make some false claims, idiot. I think you should call and report it. Send the audio recording of me. I think you should do it.
It's already happened. The rest of your life is going to be under a microscope there, James. Oh, James Stewart. Let's see. Okay, everybody zoom in. Yeah, James Stewart threatened the President of the United States along with Darren Jones. You lay down with dogs, you're gonna get fleas there, James. Yep, that's just the way it is out here on CB Ham Radio. Lay down with dogs, you're gonna get fleas. Oh yes. Not all the animals in the zoo, because every day you meet quite a few. James Stewart threatened the President of the United States of America. And Kelly's go, what did my baby boy do? Oh, my goodness. My James Stewart threatened the President of the United States of America? Oh, no, I'm going to run back to Daddy. Daddy, did you hear what happened to my betrothed? You threatened the President, you know? Oh, come on back there, little Nell. I'll protect you from James Stewart, because I knew him, a crazy motherfucker. James, you should have stayed in Clovis, not gone on ham radio. You moved down here to Los Angeles, California, IA. Get on ham radio. This is the way it is. This is the way it rolls out here. Yeah, we had a lot of operators out here on ham radio threatening the president. And by the time they were done with that person, they knew what their great-grandpappy did. And James Stewart, you're right in there with Darren Jones and Norman Ball and John Brunk, GNQ. Yep. You might get some funny looks tomorrow at work when they come knocking on your boss's door. And they go, oh, man, James Stewart is not a good American. Not a good American at all. I think we need to get rid of that un-American James Stewart. He's not part of California's gold. poor Kelly. Man, I really feel sorry for poor Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I feel sorry for you. Do you want, Kelly, you want me to come and take you to the ZUS studios over here in North Long Beach to a stable place and live for the rest of your days? Kelly, you want the ZUS to take you here to where you can grow old and without worrying about your future? I think you could. You don't want to have anything to do with James Stewart. Why? Because he threatened the President of the United States along with Darren Jones. Yes, he did. So, Kelly, I will take you under my wing. I will take you under my wing, and your daddy's going to go, God damn, finally Kelly's got a man, a real man, not a boy man, a real man in her life. Yeah. Poor Kelly. She put her entire dowry down for James Stewart. That poor kid, misled. That poor kid. Gonna have to get a hold of her dad. Dear Dad, dear Miss Kelly's dad. Hi. Yeah, I'm a bit older than James. Sir, a bit older than James. Not as old as you, Mr. Kelly. But I think I could take better care of your daughter than James Stewart can. James Stewart is a kook. I'm sure you must have noticed that at the wedding. That James Stewart's family is completely bonkers. You know, and I could take care of your daughter, Kelly, for the rest of her natural life.
Well, KN6iOi,
in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Hello, Father Fuck Up. Father Feelgood. Yes, sir. I would like to take care of Kelly. Kelly, she's probably got like a Polish name, something like that. She looks Polish. Anyway, dear Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, blah, blah, blah. Who do you like? Anyway, Father Schmuck, I would like to take care of Kelly because James Stewart is incapable of taking care of her for the rest of her life. Even her father was scratching her head going, really? Should I really let bless my daughter with this kook? Anyway, so, he goes, oh, okay. Yes, Mr. Bailey, yeah, I believe that you could take care of Kelly, whatever the hell her last name is. It's a Polish name, probably. Instead of James. James can only do havoc, can only harm her in the future. So in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, Mr. David, you can take care of Kelly for the rest of her natural life.
Stop broadcasting.
And Ian can be, Ian can be, what do you want to be, Ian? You know, what kind of relative, Ian? Okay. Kook? Something like that? Ian? Something like that? Anyway, Kelly, she goes, yeah, David Bailey. Ooh, David Bailey, he's such a normal guy. I didn't realize that James was a total...
Why do you spend all this time thinking and talking about me?
James?
Why do you do that?
James is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Kelly. Well, I think I could take Kelly away from you easily.
Honestly, why do you spend all this time thinking about me and what me and my wife do and any of that? I would like an honest answer.
I don't think she really is your wife, James.
Okay, so what's that? What do you care? If she isn't, what do you care?
Yeah, I want her. I want Kelly. I want her over here right now.
You should stay the fuck away from your old, mentally ill, weird ass. She would stay the fuck away from you.
No, I want Kelly over here. Kelly is going to be taken care of.
Yeah, lots of men want women. Of course, men are attracted to women. Doesn't mean they can have them.
Kelly is going to be part of my California gold. And I want Kelly over here with me. And James, he's going to have to go up to Clovis and just work the farm up at Clovis. Because I'm going to have Kelly down here making my lunches before I go to work. She's going to be part of my California gold. And you're going to be back up at Clovis with your daddy selling farmhouses.
What's going on?
Well, be back. What's going on? It's interesting that you ain't show up when Schwartz shows up.
That's me and Bailey are just arguing about nothing.
Oh, okay.
So, did you try the train?
What's interesting, Breback, you show up when Schwartz shows up. What's up with that?
We're roommates.
I kind of thought so. Man, you really put on a lot of weight, and then you lost your hair. What's up with that?
Are you sure about that?
I saw a picture of you and Breback, you, and GDB, and MFW. Oh, man, you guys, you put your heads together, you make an ass out of yourselves.
When did I ever take a picture with GDB? I can't even remember the last time I'd been in the same place as that guy.
Well, you didn't you go and check out Brett when he's in the hospital?
Yeah, but GDB wasn't there.
Yes, he was.
Jim.
Yes, he was.
He was never there at the same time I was there. I don't know if GDB ever went. I'm not sure.
He was there. Yep. Yeah, he was there, definitely.
I know Sanchez was there. I know Dennis went. And I know another guy, Paul, was there. And then Chris Jones went. Norton went. But I don't think GDB went. I could be wrong, but he was never there at the same time I was there.
Bailey's just really weird and butthurt.
No, I'm not. The thing about James is he showed up too late in life. James, you might as well just go back to CB Radio in Fresno. Fresno is channel 15.
Okay, are there rules to what channel you can be on depending on your city?
Yes. Yeah, Clovis is channel 15.
know.
Yeah, so Fresno, by the way, is channel 19. That's your trucker channel.
Yeah, I thought they were both trucker channels, 15 and 19. Like one is like north-south, the other one's like east-west.
Oh, it's channel 21, and then 19.
I don't know. I'll just stick to ham radio. It's not as complicated.
Really? Okay. So, you were out here early, dear Breback. What brought you out here to Southern California?
Well, I live here.
What brings you to Southern California?
But, you generally don't come out and talk out here.
He lives in Oregon. You didn't know about that?
So Jim Breback, all of a sudden he just showed up. What's up with that, dog?
I mean, you disappeared for 18 years, and all of a sudden you just showed up.
Yeah, I know, but, Schwarzkopf shows up, and you show up. Kind of clinky-dink.
Oh, is there, I'm not sure, is there something wrong with, like, us being on the radio at the same time? I haven't even talked to him on the radio since he's been in town.
Oh, yes he was. And James Stewart was up there. He was sucking his cock. And, but I thought it was kind of interesting that you were out here, like a day before. You were on 14.5. And then you showed up yesterday, and then today. I just thought it was kind of a clinky-dink there, Breback.
I only showed up out here yesterday for like, I don't know what, a minute and a half, and then I disappeared. There was nobody to talk to.
Well, how come you don't talk out on the radio anymore? What's up with that?
You know what? You just don't know where to find me.
Well, I don't care. But the thing is, James.
Wait. It sounds like you do care.
I do, yeah. Breback, so, where are you talking at? CB Radio, back, CB Radio, MURS, what?
We can go to HF. Would you like to go to HF?
No. HF is so totally antiquated, so totally noisy. Why would you even want to do HF? Anyone.
You're just picking up a lot of noise. Do you have a crappy antenna?
No, I got the best in the business, but why would you even want to go on H-fucking-F?
Because it's worldwide, bozo.
Bozo, but James can't do it because he lives in a fucking apartment building.
Well, HF, there's voice modes. I'll do that once in a blue moon. But I like PSK 31. I like Olivia and FT8. So there you go.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, channel 17, CB. That's the way everybody should talk. Go back to their roots on channel 27 on CB Radio. Fuck the goddamn ham radio crap. That's garbage.
Yeah, you know what? I can't stand the sound of that AM noise garbage. You know what? I used to get on the CB, and there's probably people still scarred from that. But it was fun. But there's no CB activity around me. I check once in a while and see what's happening.
Well, it's happening here, all over the place. When the band is down, there's a lot of activity out there. A lot of people talking on CB. A lot of ham radio operators talking on CB, talking smack about a lot of ham radio operators like James Stewart. And I go, really? What do you think about James Stewart? They go, guy's a loser.
I mean, that's where I first met, like, Marvin Hamby and Lee Foote is back on the CB. And Lee was like the same back then in the 90s as he was up until he died. He would say, "Leave me alone, I'm about to die." He just didn't die for another 20 years.
I know. Was that a rip? A rip-off. Over twice. He got ran over twice by his,
I think he only got ran over once and then dragged across the street. Maybe he got ran over again after the trucks, let go of him. But yeah, so like when I first got on amateur radio, Lee would be on 146.5 with Marvin. They'd be out there all the time, and Lee would tell us, 435, because he was kind of city. And then, all of a sudden, he's kind of funny.
Yeah, Lee, twice by his tow truck. And, and N6ZUS would put his stuff up. And then he just dropped dead. He just dropped dead. Yep. I think he moved to Arizona. Knock it off, James. Lee moved.
Yeah, Lee did move to Arizona. He died at his home here in the Valley. Lee, his original call sign was KN6iOi, old. And it was very ironic that he got that call sign because he was old as it was, and he was, as he would tell us, he was dying. He had 6 months to live. That was his signature line.
OLD. I thought he was somebody different because I remember OLD coming out and he said he would. He would not let his kids.
OLD, Oscar Lima David.
Stand for, I know that.
I just wanted to make sure you understood.
Got it.
Get it.
Okay, OLD said that he did not let his kids watch television, right?
I don't know. I know he had a daughter. I can't remember if he had a son. And I'm not even sure if his wife is still alive. I know she was in contact with Brett for a while after he passed away, but we can't ask Brett anymore because Brett's gone.
OLD different.
And there was Norman Ball, KE6VWN. We knew each other from the CB days, and he was going to kill me if he ever found me. And he never killed me. He just ended up dying. Norm was a good guy, though. He had some issues, but he was a good guy.
That's true. Knock it off, James. James!
James, are you jamming Mr. Beasley?
He is.
James, can you please
Yeah, I'm not jamming him. I'm not jamming him.
He's jamming.
Okay, well, maybe, you know, it's...
Test. Yeah, it's not me. What time did you head out?
Oh, stop talking. You know, he told you. You suck up motherfucker. Go ahead, be back.
Sorry, Jim, that we boned out, but I was just kind of fucking overheated by barbecuing. I wanted to go home, sit in the air conditioning. It was good to see you, though, man.
Yeah, well, it was good to be seen. Maybe, you know, we'll do it again sometime. And we'll make sure you don't get too overheated.
We should have had that fucking thing over at my apartment. We're moving out in a month or so who cares what they say? There's a pool, the kids could have swam, there's big, beautiful barbecues.
Oh, right on. Okay, well, hey, give me a call when you have a moment.
Sure, you ready right now?
Ready when you are, babe.
I'm not your babe, you fucking queer. But I will give you a call.
I guess the question would be, which location would be easier to manipulate people? Skyrant or your apartment?
Manipulated,
Repeat?